Welcome to session 5 of polynomials. Today in this video we will be discussing about factorization of quadratic and cubic polynomials. So first let's see factorization of quadratic polynomials. Factorization of quadratic polynomials. Right? When we say factorization of quadratic polynomials, what is the standard form of a quadratic polynomial? Quadratic polynomial standard form is p of x is equal to ax square plus bx plus c, where a, b and c are real numbers and a is not equal to 0. This is a standard form of a quadratic polynomial. And you have also learned to factorize the quadratic equations by splitting the middle term in the previous classes, that is in class 8 you have learned it. In this video also we will be studying the same type by splitting the middle term. Now when you look at this quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c, how have we learned to split the middle term? The middle term is nothing but this bx. This bx has to be, you have to split it in such a way that whenever you add back or whenever there is a difference, that difference is equal to the middle term itself. So how we have done that? We have used the product sum factor method. P product, S sum, F factor. PSF method we have used to factorize this quadratic polynomial. So we will recollect it. Product of what? Product of the first and the last term. First and the last term. That is otherwise you can say it is the product of the coefficient of x square and the constant. Product of coefficient of x square and the constant. So here what will be the product? It is a into c. So product is ac. And sum, yes, is the middle term, that is the coefficient of x. Coefficient of x along with the sign we will take here also along with the sign plus, right? And factor. Factors are what? Those factors, like how we were that factor, when you multiply those factors you get back the product, and when you take the sum or the difference you get back this b, right? Those are the factors, right? So this method you are using to split the middle term, or you are using to do the factorization of this quadratic polynomial. Now this product sum and the factor method we have said, how does it depend on? Just like suppose we are taking the product, when we are taking for this particular quadratic polynomial, the product may sometimes be negative or sometimes be positive. That is what is that? The product of the coefficient of x square and the constant term, when I consider, it may sometimes be positive, sometimes be negative. So we can broadly divide the quadratic polynomials based on the products as two types, when product positive and product is negative. Product negative, right? Then now the product, sometimes it can be positive, I said. Sometimes the product of what? The product of the coefficient of x square and the constant can sometimes be positive, or the product of coefficient of x square and the constant can be negative. This is two types. Now just focus on the sum. Sum, sometimes it can be positive sum or it can be negative. So here also two types were based for product. If the product is positive, again the quadratic polynomial may be of two types depending upon their sum, where if the product of the first term and the constant is positive, then sometimes this middle term or the sum can be positive. Sum is positive, or sum is negative. Possible? Now here if the product is negative, product of the coefficient of x square and the constant, if it is negative, the sum can be positive, and sum can be negative, right? So you may basically get 4 types of equations or the polynomials of quadratic to solve them or to factorize them. So each one we will take up an example and try to see how to factorize it and how to get the factors of it. For example, first one we will take up an example. What is that? See, product, we will consider a polynomial whose product is positive and the sum is also positive. For example, we will consider a polynomial, say p of x is equal to say 4x square plus 8x plus 3. Okay. Now, if you look at what is the product p, I am writing p is product of the coefficient of x square, that is 4, and the constant is 3. 4 into 3, it is product is 12. Fine. What is the sum? Sum is 8. When we are writing the product and the sum, always we will write along with the sign. Okay, that will be better, where we will do less mistakes. Now, you have to find out the factors such that when you add those two factors, you get the sum as 8, and when you multiply those two factors, you get the sum as 12. Okay, so you will find the factors of this 12 and see that when those two factors are added, you get the sum as 8. So what may be the factors of 12? If you look at 12 factors, maybe it is 12 and 1, 6 and 2 factors. Now, if you take 12 and 1, 12 plus 1 gives you 13. Not possible. Now, 6 and 2, you see 6 plus 2 gives you 8. So, the factors will be 6 and 2. Right? Now, just be careful. Whenever the sum is positive, the product is also positive and the sum is also positive, then blindly for the factors, for both of them, you can put the plus sign. Okay, now we will split up this. Now just look how we are factorizing, getting the factors of this. Now this 4x square plus, now this 8x, we are splitting it as 6 and 2. So it will be 6x plus 2x plus 3. Right? Then this will be equal to, now you can take out the common factor in these two. Common factor in this is 2x. So 2x into 2x is common. So you will get 2x plus 3. And in this 1 is common. So plus 1 into 2x plus 3. So this will be leading to 2x plus 1 into 2x plus 3. Therefore, your p of x is equal to 2x plus 1 into 2x plus 3. Did you follow? When the product is positive, sum is positive. This is one example where we have taken. What is the rule? Rule that product is the product of the coefficient of x square and the constant. Here 4 into 3 is 12. Sum is 8. You will find out the factors of 12 such that when you multiply those two, you get 12 obviously, and when you add or take the difference, you are getting, when you add this here, because it is plus sign here, so when you add those two factors, you should be able to get 8. So such factors are 6 and 2, and then you have split this middle term 8 as 6x and 2x, and then you have rearranged them and you have found out the factors of this. This is an example for this, when product is positive, sum is positive. Right. Now we will take up an example of the quadratic polynomial where product is positive, sum is also negative. It is negative. Okay, here only I will be doing that. Say 16x square minus 40x plus 25. Okay, this is for which one? This is for second one I am taking. So I will write it as this is first type, this is second, third, and this is fourth. Okay, so 4 problems we will be solving. So this is for the second one. where the product is positive, the sum is negative. Product is positive. Okay, let's see what is the product. 16 into 25. 16 into 25 is 400 plus 400. Correct? Then sum. Sum is minus 40. Now our work is to find out the factors f such that when you add those two factors you get minus 40. When you multiply it you get 400. Okay, so factors of 400 you have to find it out. Okay, then what may be the factors you will get for it is at 40. So 16 you will take up 16 factors of 16. Prime factors if you take 2 into 2 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16, and 25 if you take it is 5 into 5. Right, so what happens if I multiply like this? 2 2s are 4, 4 into 5 20, and 4 into 5 20, 20 plus 20 40, and we are going to get. Okay, so factors are 20 and 20. Right, now focus on the sign. Which sign we have to put? Now whatever, whenever the product is positive, the factors will have the sign of the sum. The factors will have the sign of the sum. What is the sign of the sum? Sign is negative. So both the factors you can put negative sign. Now next you can split it up. So these are the factors. So 40 minus 40x, we can write it as minus 20x and minus 20x. So this will lead to 16x square minus, instead of writing it as minus 40x, we are writing it as 20x. So 20x minus 20x plus 25. Okay, so this will be again in this common, which you can take. Common is 4 you can take, 4x you can take, right? So it is 4x minus 5, right? And here you can take out minus which one? 5 we can take out. So this is again 4x minus 5, right? So this is 4x minus 5 into 4x minus 5. The factors of this p of x is 4x minus 5. This is 5 into 4x minus 5. Okay, why we are doing this? This is important because the factors which you are, whenever you are taking, splitting up the middle term and trying to get the factors of the given quadratic polynomial, usually we commit mistakes in putting the signs of it. So you can just say that whenever the product is positive and the sum is negative, both the factors will have the negative sign. Whenever product is positive, sum is positive, both the factors will have plus sign. There you will not commit any mistake if you remember this while you are splitting the middle term. Afterwards you can take out the common factors, rearrange them and get the factors. Okay, this is an example. This p of x equal to 16x square minus 40x plus 25 is an example for the second time. Okay, now we will see the third one, what it will be. Third one, like if you take up p of x as say 2x square plus 11x minus 21. Third one it is. Okay, then again the same way, splitting the middle term itself. So product we will find out first. P 2 into minus 21. 2 into minus 21 is nothing but minus 42. Right? Then sum. Sum is what? Sum is 11. Third type we are doing. What? When it is product is negative. Product is negative. Sum is positive. Sum is positive. Okay. Now find out the factors such that when you multiply you get 42, and when you take the difference or the sum of that you should get 11. Now just focus on that 42 so that you should get it 11. Factors of 42 you can take up as if you are taking 21 into 2, you can take 21 and 2, then that is also equal to 14 and 3. Now just see 14 and 3. 14 into 3 gives you 42. right? 14 minus 3 gives you 11. So we will take 14 and 3. 14 and 3. Now, what are the signs of these factors? 14 and 3, whether 14 should be plus, 3 should be minus, whatever it is. So, what we should do, see, this is the third type. Once again, I am telling you, product is negative, sum is positive. Product is negative, sum is positive. That time, look at the sign of the sum. Look at the sign of the sum. The sum here is positive. So, you can, in this factors, whichever is the greater number, for that greater number, you can put the sign of the sum. Whichever is the greater number in the factors, you can put the sign of the sum of that. Okay, in this, what is the sign of the sum? The sign of the sum is positive. So, and in this 14 and 3, which is the greater number? 14 is greater. So, I will put the 14 for 14 the positive sign, and the other one will be negative. So, now you just look, 14 minus 3 gives you plus 11, and 14 into minus 3 gives you minus 42. This is how, here only most of you go wrong in doing the finding out the factors. Factors also you will find out, but when it is coming to assigning the signs for the those factors, you may tend to do mistake. So, to avoid that, you can just see, whenever there is product negative, sum positive, then in that factors, always the greater number will have the sign of the sum. The sign of the sum here is positive, so that number will have the positive sign. Then in the rest is the same thing. So, this P of x is equal to, now 2x square, instead of 11x, I am writing it as plus 14x minus 3x minus 21. Okay, then, so in this, again with this 2, you will take out common factor. Common is what here? Common is 2x. So, x plus 7. Here, minus 3 is common. So, x plus 7. So, this will be 2x minus 3 into x plus 7. So, these are the factors of P of x. Okay? Clear? Now, we will see the last type. Last type what? When the product is negative and the sum is also negative. Product is negative, sum is also negative. We will take up an example for it. Fourth type, where the product is negative, sum is also negative. For example, P of x is equal to minus x square minus x plus 42. Okay? Product negative. Just see whether, check whether it is correct. Coefficient of x square is here minus 1 into 42. So, it is minus 42. Product is negative. Product is negative. Fine. Sum is also negative. Sum is minus 1. Minus 1. Now, find the factors such that the product is 42. 6 into 7 will give you 42. So, 7 and 6 are the factors. Now, look at the factors and see carefully how to assign the sign. Product is negative, sum is also negative. So, look at the sign of the sum. Sign of the sum is negative. Put that negative sign to the greater number in the factor. Which is the greater number in the factor? 7. So, for that 7, you will put the negative sign. And for the other number, you will put positive sign. Okay. Now, if you just check, minus 7 plus 6 gives you minus 1. Minus 7 into plus 6 will give you 42. Correct? Okay. So, now you split up this. So, P of x is equal to minus x square. Instead of writing minus x, we are writing it as minus 7x plus 6x plus 42. Okay? 10. In this, you can take out minus x common. So, it will be x plus 7. Right? And here for the next 2, You can take 6 common, x plus 7 will be remaining. So this will be leading to minus x plus 6 into x plus 7. These are the factors of p of x. Okay. So basically there are 4 types of problems which you may get for factorizing the quadratic polynomial, and these are those. Okay, now for all the 4 types we have given the examples. Now the same type, the same thing, that is factorization of quadratic polynomials. In the previous video we had stopped till in the exercise 2.4 up to 3rd question we have done. The 4th one we are supposed to do. So 4th one is based on this only, that is factorization of quadratic polynomial. Now we will start with that exercise 4th question. Fine. Now let's see the exercise 2.4 4th question. In previous video we have done up to the 3rd question. Now we will see the 4th one. Exercise 2.4 4th question. It is what? Factorizing. In that first bit they have given you to factorize this 12x square minus 7x plus 1. Now you have seen the different types of quadratic polynomials what you can get previously. Now just look at, find out the product p. Product is the coefficient of x square and the constant. So 12 into 1 is 12 positive, plus sum is minus 7. Sum is minus 7. So product is positive, then sum is negative. It is the second type, right? So find out the factors of 12 such that you can get 7. So for 12 you will get 4 and 3. Since the product is positive and the sum is negative, I can directly put both of them negative sign, right? Now we will take up this 12x square minus 7x plus 1. Split this 7x as minus 4x and minus 3x. This implies 12x square minus 4x minus 3x plus 1. Now in these two terms take out the common factor. Common is 4x is common, so it is 3x minus 1. Here minus 1 is common, 3x minus 1. So this will be equal to 4x minus 1 into 3x minus 1. So the factors of this 12x square minus 7x plus 1 is this. Okay, then we will see the second bit of it. Second one, what they have said, it is 2x square plus 7x plus 3. Okay, the same procedure. Find out the product. Product 2 into 3, 6. Product is positive. Sum is also positive. First time, right? So what are the factors? Factors for this 6 to get 7 is 6 and 1. Since the product is also positive, sum is also positive, both of them will have positive signs. Okay, so this 2x square plus 7x plus 3 is equal to, when you are splitting the middle term, it is 2x square plus 6x plus 1x plus 3. So in these two terms 2x is common, so it is x plus 3. In the next two terms 1 is common, x plus 3. This will be 2x plus 1 into x plus 3. So these two are the factors of 2x square plus 7x plus 3. Okay, then we will see the third one. Third bit of it, what it is? It is 6x square plus 5x minus 6. What it is? 6x square minus 6, 6x square plus 5x minus 6. So what is the product? Product 6x, 6 into minus 6. 6 into minus 6 is minus 36. Sum is positive 5. Okay. You have to find the factors such that the product is minus 36 and the sum is 5. So it will be 9 and 4. Correct? Now, product is negative, sum is positive. When the sum is, first of all, be careful, product is negative here. Therefore, the factors for this 9 and 4, factors are 9 and 4. So, the greater number in the factor will have the sign of the sum. The sign of the sum here is plus. So, the greater number in the factor is 9 here. So, that will also have plus sign. So, automatically the other one will have the minus sign. Okay. Now, split up this 5x. So, 6x square plus 5x minus 6 is this will be 6x square plus 9x minus 4x minus 6. In these two common, you take out the common term. Common terms are 3x is common. So it is 3 2s are 6, 2x plus 3. And here in the next two terms minus 2 is common. So 2x plus 3. So this will imply it is 3x minus 2 into 2x plus 3 are the factors of 6x square plus 5x minus 6. Fine. Now let's see the next one, fourth one. Fourth question is what? Is 3x square minus x minus 4. Now let's check the product. What is the product? Product is 3 into minus 4. It is minus 12. And sum is minus 1. Right. So what are the factors of this f? Factors such that you get the product as 12. Product as 12 is 4 and 3. Product as 12. Now assign the signs for these factors. See, the sum is negative and the product is also negative. In the sum, when the product is negative, sum is also negative. What we will do? We will assign the sign of the sum to the greater number in the factor. Greater number in the factor is 4. We are assigning that minus sign to it. So other one will become plus. Okay. Then to the splitting of this middle term. So 3x square minus 4x plus 3x minus 4. Now in this first two terms x is common. So 3x minus 4. In the next two terms 1 is common. 3x minus 4. So this leads to x plus 1 into 3x minus 4. These are the factors of 3x square minus x minus 4. Till here we have done the factorization of quadratic polynomials. Fourth question is completely the factorization of quadratic polynomials. Next one, in question number 4, question 4, not 4, so what is it? 5. Question 5, we will see the factorization of cubic polynomials. Okay. Now we will see the fifth question, where it is to factorize a cubic polynomial. First one, let's take that p of x is equal to what it is, x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2. It is a cubic polynomial. Why? Because its degree is 3. Now you have to factorize this. So first, by trial and error method, we will try to get one factor. After that, we will do the long division of this polynomial and try to get the other two factors. Because it is a cubic polynomial, we will be maximum having 3 zeros or the 3 factors for this. So we will find out the factors for this constant term 2. Factors of 2 are plus or minus 1 and plus or minus 2. Now, by trial and error method, we will find out 1 0 of this polynomial by trial and error method. Okay. we'll find out the one of the zeros. So suppose we will take p of 1 and check whether it is the zero of the polynomial or not. Zero of the polynomial or not means p of 1 I should get it as 0. Then only we can consider that p of 1 is the zero of this polynomial. Okay. So substitute it here. 1 cube minus 2 into 1 whole square minus 1 plus 2. If you simplify, you are getting 1 minus 2 minus 1 plus 2. Plus 1 minus 1 gets cancelled. Plus 2 minus 2 gets cancelled. So it is equal to 0. Therefore, by factor theorem, by factor theorem, x minus 1 is a factor of p of x. In this case, p of x is x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2. Okay. So x minus 1 is a factor means x minus 1 will divide this entire polynomial completely. So we will do the long division. So x minus 1 will be dividing this x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2. Okay. So what will be the first term in the quotient? So to get the first term in the quotient, what you are going to do? Divide this first term of the dividend with the first term of the divisor. X cube minus x cube divided by x gives you x square. So that is the first term in the quotient. So multiply it. It is x cube minus x square. Now both of them are positive signs. Do the subtraction. When you do the subtraction, the sign changes. So this will become 0. Minus 2x square plus x square gives you minus x square. The remaining terms write as it is plus 2. Fine. Then next term we have to get a minus x square. So it is minus x in the quotient. So minus x into x. Minus x into x is minus x square. Minus x into minus 1 gives you plus x. Right? Then both of them are having the same sign. Addition, the sign changes. So this becomes 0 here. Correct? Then here this is minus 2x plus 2. Minus 2x plus 2. So what is the next term in the quotient? It is minus 2. Minus 2 into x gets minus 2x. So it is minus 2x plus 2. Then again do the subtraction. The sign changes. Then the remainder is 0. The remainder is 0. Right? Now look at this carefully. It is a quadratic polynomial. So once you get a quadratic polynomial, you know to factorize the quadratic polynomial by the splitting the middle term. That we will do. So just see, I'll rub it here. Since the space is not sufficient, I had to rub it. So p of x, we can write it as p of x is nothing but, now it is x minus 1 into x square minus x minus 2. Correct? Because the remainder is 0 here. Plus 0 if you take also the same thing. Now this x square minus x minus 2, you split it. X square minus x minus 2. You have to factorize that one. So factorizing by splitting the middle term. What is the product? Product is minus 2. Sum is minus 1. So what are the factors? Factors for this is what? To get, when we multiply it, we have to get 2. So 2 and 1 are the factors. Now since the sum is negative, I will put the number which is a greater number in the factor will have the sum, will have the sign of the sum. So minus, and here I will put plus. Okay. Now this is correct. Minus 2 into 1 gives you minus 2. Minus 2 plus 1 gives you minus 1. Now if you are splitting this x square, you are breaking this minus x as minus 2x plus 1 minus plus, not 1, plus 1x minus 2, right? So in these first two terms, x is common, so it is x minus 2. In the second two terms, 1 is common, x minus 2. So this will lead to x plus 1 into x minus 2, right? Therefore, this p of x, what is your p of x? X cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2 is equal to what? Is equal to x minus 1 and this one. This is a quadratic polynomial. You have factorized and you have found out the factors of it. So these factors are x plus 1 into x minus 2. Therefore, the factors of x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2 are these: x minus 1 into x plus 1 into x minus 2. This is how you factorize a cubic polynomial. Factorizing cubic polynomial, first what you are going to do by trial and error method, you are going to find out the 1, 0. After that, you are going to divide the given polynomial with that factor. Then the quotient will be a quadratic polynomial. Then that quadratic polynomial you are going to factorize it. Okay? This is the first question of it. We will see the second one. We will see the second part of it, where p of x is equal to x cube minus 3x square minus 9x minus 5. So as usual, we will take out the factors of this constant term. Factors of minus 5 is, say, plus or minus 1 or plus or minus 5 it will be, right? Then now by trial and error method, let's try to find out 1, 0. So we'll see first with p of 1. Okay, p of 1, so it will be here 1 cube minus 3 into 1 whole square minus 9 into 1 minus 5. So 1 minus 3 minus 9 minus 5. How much it is? 9 minus 9 minus 3 is minus 12. Minus 12 minus 5 is minus 17. 1 minus 17 is minus 16, which is not equal to 0. So p of 1, or we can say x minus 1 is not the 0 of it. Now is not the factor of it. Then say maybe we will take p of minus 1, we will try with. So this will be again minus 1 whole cube minus 3 into minus 1 whole square minus 9 into minus 1 minus 5. Okay, so this is minus 1, this minus 3 as it is, this is plus 9 minus 5. Minus 1 minus 3 is minus 4, minus 4 and minus 5 is minus 9 and plus 9. This is 0, correct? So what we get? Therefore, x plus 1 is a factor of p of x. Okay, till here we got. So we are going to divide this p of x with x plus 1 now. Okay, that we will do. X plus 1 is a factor, so that is why. So let's divide this p of x by x plus 1. X cube minus 3x square minus 9x minus 5 will be divided by x plus 1. So first term in the quotient is x square. X square into x is x cube plus x square, right? So this one negative, negative. So minus 4x square minus 9x minus 5, right? So next term in the quotient will be minus 4x. Minus 4x into x gives you minus 4x square, that is why. So minus 4x square minus 4x. Then again subtraction. So this becomes plus, this is also plus, it gets cancelled, and here it is minus 5x minus 5, right? Then last term you should get minus 5x with from this 5. So you multiply it by minus 5. Minus 5 into x is minus 5x. Minus 5 into plus 1 is minus 5. So sign changes. Remainder is 0. Right. Therefore, p of x can be written as x plus 1 into x square minus 4x minus 5 by the division algorithm. That is, dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Dividend is p of x, divisor x plus 1, quotient x square minus 4x minus 5 plus remainder. Remainder is 0. Therefore, so now we will do the factorization of this quadratic polynomial. So what it is? Quadratic polynomial is x square minus 4x minus 5. Now you do the factorization of this. Product is minus 5. Sum is minus 4. So factors are 5 and 1. Product is negative. Sum is negative. So in the factors, put the sign of the sum to the greater number, right? And other one will be plus. Therefore, this x square minus 4x minus 5, we can write it as x square minus 5x plus 1x minus 5. Or even instead of writing 1x, if you write x also, it is correct. So in these two terms, x is common, x minus 5, and in this 1 is common, x minus 5. So this will be leading to x plus 1 into x minus 5. So this is these are the factors of x square minus 4x minus 5. Therefore, how you can write p of x? P of x is equal to, what are the factors of p of x? X plus 1, then this one, x plus 1 into x minus 5. Okay? So this is how you factorize a cubic polynomial. Okay? Now, let's see the third one. Third one, the same way. All the cubic polynomials, first by trial and error method, you have to find out 1, 0. Then divide the given polynomial by the factor which you have got. Then the quotient will be factorized and get the 2 more zeros. So third bit, p of x is equal to x cube plus 13x square plus 32x plus 20. So whenever all this p of x are in positive value, when you are doing the trial and error method to find out one of the 0, if you take p of 1 or p of 2, any positive value for x, then you will not be getting the zeros. Okay, that is a general observation what we have done. So whenever the entire polynomial is in plus sign, is positive, then you need not take the x value as positive. Take something negative, minus 1, minus 2, do the try and get the one of the zeros. So let's try with, to get one of the zeros, we will try with minus 1. Okay, substitute in this. If you take all plus values, see, then never you will be able to get 0 of it. It is understood, because all throughout the polynomial you are going to add it only. So the polynomial never comes to be 0. So this we will take the negative value. P of 1 we will take. So here it is minus 1 whole cube plus 13 into minus 1 whole square plus 32 into minus 1 plus 20. So if you take up this is minus 1 plus 13 minus 32 plus 20. So minus 1 plus 13 is 12 minus 32 plus 20. Right? So 12 plus 20 is 32 minus 32 is 0. Therefore, P of minus 1 equal to 0 implies x plus 1 is a factor of p of x, right? So next step is what? We are going to divide p of x with x plus 1. Let's divide that with x plus 1, okay, right? So x plus 1 will be dividing this x cube plus 13x square plus 32x plus 20, okay. Then first term is x square, so it is x cube plus 1x square, subtraction, so this is 12x square plus 32x plus 20, right? Then so next term will be 12x. 12x into x gives you 12x square plus 12x. So this is negative sign, subtraction you are doing, so this becomes plus 20x plus 20. So next term plus 20 to get 20x from x, right? So this is 20x plus 20. Subtraction, remainder is 0. So what you can write p of x is equal to x plus 1 into x square plus 12x plus 20. Therefore p of x is equal to x plus 1 into x square plus 12x plus 20, right? Plus 20. Now this x square plus 12x plus 20 is a quadratic polynomial and you can find out the zeros of it, okay. So what will be the zeros of that? We'll see. X square plus 12x plus 20, zeros of that one, we will get it as, what first one? We will find the product is 20, sum is 12. So what are the factors you have to find out such that the sum is 20. For 20, what may be the factors? Factors are 4, 5, 20, 10 and 2 gives you 20. Okay, now 10 and 2, but 10 plus 2 also gives you 12. So I am taking 10 and 2. Sum is positive, product is also positive, the signs will also be positive. Okay, therefore, so how we can write? Therefore, this x square plus 12x plus 20, this if you are going to split the middle term, this 12x you are going to write it as 10x plus 2x plus 20, right? So this is equal to, taking the common factor in the first two terms, x is common, so x plus 10. In the second two terms, 2 is common, x plus 10. So this will be x plus 10 into x plus 2, right? Therefore, how you can write p of x? I'll write it here. Therefore, p of x is equal to, what are the factors? It is one factor you have got it as x plus 1. The other two factors after factorizing this quadratic polynomial is x plus 2 and x plus 10. Correct? 10. So, these are the factors of that cubic polynomial. Okay? Now, we will see the last bit of this question, fifth one, fourth bit. Fifth question, fourth part. What it is? P of, till now we were doing all x, this time it is being given as p of y. That is, the polynomial is having the variable y. So this is 2y cube plus y square minus 2y minus 1. Then we will find out the factors of this now. It is correct? Yeah, question is correct. Now by trial and error method, we will find one of the factors. So let's do it. P of 1. You know, normally we will take p of 1, if not satisfying, minus 1, then 2, then p of minus 2, like that we are going to find it out. So p of 1 we will take. So 2 into 1 cube plus 1 square minus 2 into 1 minus 1. So this is 2 plus 1 minus 2 minus 1. Yes, they get cancelled. So what it is? Y minus 1. Y minus 1 is a factor of P of y. Right? So this P of y is completely divisible by y minus 1. So let's divide and see. Y minus 1 dividing 2y cube plus y square minus 2y minus 1. So first term in the quotient 2y square. So 2y square into y gives you 2y cube, right? Then minus 2y square into 1 gives you 2y square. Then subtraction. This is 3y square minus 2y minus 1. Then next term will be plus 3y into y gives you 3y square, then minus 3y. Then subtraction. It is 1y minus 1y, or even you can say y. So here plus 1. So 1 into y is y minus 1. Subtraction, sign changes, and the remainder is 0. Therefore, P of y is nothing but it can be written as y minus 1 into 2y square plus 3y plus 1. So I will write it here. P of y is equal to y minus 1 into this quotient 2y square plus 3y plus 1. Right? So we will factorize this 2y square. Okay, so I will write it here. P of y is written as y minus 1 into 2y square plus 3y plus 1. Correct? Then we will see this factorization of this 2y square plus 3y plus 1 it is. So find out the product. 2 into 1 is plus 2 here, and sum is plus 3. So factors for 2 will be 2 and 1. Sum is positive and product is also positive. Both the factors will have plus sign. So this 2y square plus 3y plus 1 can be written as 2y square plus 2y plus y plus 1. Okay. Then take out the common factor in the first two. So 2y is common. So y plus 1 is remaining. Here 1 is common. Y plus 1. This implies it is 2y plus 1 into y plus 1. So factors of this 2y square plus 3y plus 1 is this. Correct? These two. Therefore, P of x is equal to, not P of x, it's P of y. P of y is equal to first factor y minus 1, then these two y plus 1 into 2y plus 1. Okay, these are the factors of this P of y, which is a cubic polynomial. So this completes the factorization of a quadratic polynomial and factorization of the cubic polynomial. And also the exercise 2.4 is completed. That's all in today's video. Thank you.